Sí.
I can imagine.
That
I can imagine. I know you're so fast in Spanish. You're just.
yeah.
I know how it feels not to be able to express. Like, same with me in Portuguese, you know? I just like, it's just so slow.
Yeah,
But your English is better than my Portuguese, so congratulations.
mas ainda. Mas você pode falar português.
Sim.
Pode entender.
Eu entendo mais de. Posso falar? Eu entendo.
Ah, você entende.
Sim,
Perfeito. Uh,
sim.
yeah, I also need a lot of practice in Portuguese too because I was just raised there and didn't came back like a decade ago. Mostly, I
Mm-hmm.
went to back there. Uh, I know more of Colombia too. You know, yeah. That's gonna happen soon. Um, uh, yeah, I'm telling you the truth because my real name is Fabo Hacks. Um, but in Brazil, I was put another name, and Fabo Hacks is not recorded in the government uh,
Okay.
records.
I
You know,
mean,
it's not in the.
but let's be honest, like, the government knows your second name. It's like the same with me. They know my last name, and even though I don't use it. You know, like, let's just be real. You know, it's like, Excel spreadsheets, and they have this VLOOKUP, and they can just change. In Excel, they can just like, okay, this one is this one goes as this. There's no such thing as anonymity, I believe. There are some times
Yeah,
when the VPN doesn't work and you just like flash your location and your IP address. I believe that everything that we think of
yeah,
as
yeah,
privacy is a joke because, like, like, again, I live
yeah.
as if like every single move of my screen time is recorded. And that's why I love
Yeah.
screen recordings for my work. I don't know anyone who does what I do in that way. I just screen record my presence online. You saw my YouTube. So I'm just doing it to raise awareness for people so that they're conscious about the fact that they can be just looked at any moment, remotely. And I
Yes,
do
yes,
cover my
yes.
I do cover my face camera.
That happens very funny because I don't avoid that.
Yeah, cool.
I even was planning to share all my identity information from the beginning. Um, so that is coming soon.
Wow.
Uh, Maybe it's gonna be hard because in my other identities I had other informations and it is very heavy to handle. But um, is I I had this persona since years ago doing a lot of stuff, but mostly I kept vicious. Yeah, I had a lot of vicious because I fault in gambling. I fault in ludopathy, doing of uh, trading, crypto stuff. I earn a lot. I built the first architecture of Peru, financed with cryptocurrency, and it's just a fifth floor with wood walls and metal and this acero
What is it?
structure.
Okay, but it's
Uh,
a it's
uh,
it's a location, like a location where you can pay with cryptocurrency.
No, no. It was built, financed, funded with cryptocurrency. I
Nice,
just
amazing.
I did, yeah, like in 2019. In
Wow.
2019, I built that. It's like 32 meters square meters. And it has like has a bathroom and has um one space for other stuff. It's I love a lot Taoist architecture, like Japanese architecture. I think is something like that in a seamless way as possible. Very warm for me. It can be better, but it's poor architecture. It's like scarce architecture with very few materials, very few stuff, but mostly with space enough to live alone. And I did parties there because had a terrace. It's in total is like 16 meters squares.
Is it like a famous place? A lot of people know about it in your city?
I can do a post of it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I can do a post of it even with architectural plans. Yeah, architectural plans.
Cool. That's
I will
amazing.
do that.
That would be very interesting to know your story on how you put that together. Tell me, do people know you in your city? Are you well known in your community? Would you call yourself a leader in your space?
Yeah, I'm a leader of my communities as soon possible. Possible as possible. I am a leader because I had some interviews on newspapers. I had my opinion is respected in some spaces. People of that I appreciate a lot for their work and their history. Me too. And I was a leader too in my university. I was elected like 3 times.
I
was elected 3 times in different positions. I was vice president. I was vice president. I was the third top place in the assembly. There's an assembly on the university. I was of the assembly, but we were a lot persecuted for those mafia in the university. There's a mafia in the university that just keep their money for them, and enterprises that has the university, they just rob that kind of stuff. And we were denouncing that stuff. We were doing a lot of like community organization work. Even we did some some apportations to the university law here in Peru. We did, but what I'm mostly proud is to make dinners free for the university, because there was no dinner first free. There was just the medium lunch, the breakfast free, but now people have their dinner in the university and they can dream and they can sleep well at night without spending any penny.
This is the first time I'm hearing there's free food in the university. Wow.
Yeah, free dinner. Yeah, free dinner.
Dinner.
Free food. Yeah, free, because there was breakfast and lunch free.
Wow.
There was not. We make happen that dinner free. And also we made a magazine where we put articles and new stuff.
About what?
Yeah. About university law, about our own specialties, because architecture, architecture students didn't have a place to publish their stuff, their articles, their thoughts, even their drawings, or their renders, or their designs. We made a place to do that. We made a place, a magazine called Cancha, and that was a very, very nice, very, very, very cool magazine. And we did also like organization of people. We did mobilizations, and I did a lot of stuff. But I consider myself like a retrieved leader.
Why?
Put this on myself. Why? Because I need to make this happen. I need to make that tool. I that mad scientist that's experimenting with new stuff, and have my obsessions too. My obsession is very hard to explain, but it's an obsession, to get my autonomy. Because I don't want to just suck corporation dicks. I don't want to suck government dicks. I want my own stuff. I want to be free to do a prototype to others, to be free, and that's it. And I do my stuff and I do my stuff and go out. That's me.
But what would you like to do? How do you see yourself in, say, 3 years? What have you accomplished in 3 years by 2025? Oh, sorry, 2026.
Yeah. In 2026, I think I will be Europe or China, or some country aside. Knowing other cultures and spreading new tools, or just being myself, making spectacles, making a lot of new music.
Music.
Yeah, I want to do more music, because I did music. I did concerts here,
Wow.
but it's very, very like very like ultra subterraneous. It's it's
do
a
you
lot
mean?
of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Is it like a niche? Tell me more. What kind of music?
It has this, what kind of music? Very stupid music. It's like, yeah.
Experimental?
Yeah. My friend had a toy where we did some like experimental stuff. In the pandemic, we did concerts. We did concerts in the pandemic epoch.
Okay.
Yeah, about a lot of stuff about what we were doing. Brother, get up, in Spanish, like hermano, levántate.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a scholarship for Spain, so I must go to Valencia this
Cool.
year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to hear.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be your
I have
first
to-
time traveling to Europe?
I have to look for it, because I had a scholarship, but I didn't want to start die for starvation there. I don't want to die for starvation in any place.
Yeah, I feel you. Me neither.
Yeah.
I feel you. Do you think we can come up with a system for Web3 builders, thought leaders, to support ourselves for the next 3 to 5 years of building? Do you think we can come up with a pool sponsored by maybe big corporations? So, for example, similarly to all these solutions, all these platforms getting $15 million or whatever, blah, 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 crazy amount of millions to build something. Can we create a pool for independent professionals and thought leaders to survive? We're not going to spend so much money. We don't need it. But we need to survive independently, because I know I don't want to be hired by anyone. I want to stay dependent. My work is most precious when I don't have, a dependency on another company.
Yeah, I hear you. We can do that if we charge commissions, because with smart contracts, it's easy to charge commissions and to just make a tool that automatically charge people when they have their transactions made. That's possible. Yeah, but also we need time to develop. What I'm struggling is time to, if I have, I don't know, 3 months, I know that there is 3 months, it can be a lot for a developer, 3 months. It can be less for a lot of experienced developers. But for me, 3 months with food and rent paid, I can do that.
I know what you mean.
So
yeah.
And do that. I'm in that kind of situation right now. So that's why I must make this work for the metaverse, or work for anonymous people in Discord that pay me a good amount of money, but that is spent in my investments. And yeah, I tell the truth. I was also investing in drugs. I was investing in a lot of other things, but I didn't make gambling. I'm out of gambling. I even go out to hospital for gambling. So I having on it, because I was earning like $10 per day. But also, some days I just losing 50% of my capital.
Wow.
And even 100% some days.
Wow.
So I was in that edge.
Was it crypto gambling or something else?
Yeah, crypto gambling. I was experimenting with trading.
Wow.
Because I was very how can you say,
brave.
When you want revenge,
Yeah.
How you say when you want revenge?
Revengeful.
Okay, I was very revengeful because my friend lost it all and had a psychotic status.
Oh wow.
And he went to the hospital for emergency. I was very, very mad. But he had a channeling. Even he had a channeling moment. What you're talking about of channeling. He had a channeling moment, talking about everybody exists, and aliens exists, and he saw my future. He saw their future. He was very, very mad at, and even was yelling, or yelling for in the streets. Was yelling in my house. I can imagine what was that bad. He get mad for losing a lot of money. And I was revengeful for that stuff. Keep trying to make that insanely gains of 100% per day. I even had the ability to do that, but consistently is impossible. It's impossible to do consistently of 100% per day. And I was mad too, because just thinking about it is very insane. It's very insane. But I was trying, I was experimenting, and now I know. So what's working better? It's
You've gone through the experience that you cannot learn in school, in college, in any of these educational places. You had to do it through your own experience.
Yeah.
I would like to see an article or some kind of analytical thought coming from you regarding what you've learned during that time, during that moment of your time, of your life. Like we call it post-mortem, when you analyze your behavior and how it went and what you've learned.
Yeah. I'm that's my way of being, because I don't write much about my personal life, but I need to do that. But I talk a lot of my personal life.
That's cool.
I'm more of my oral tradition. It's I'm more acostumbrada.
Like a bearer of tradition.
Writer traditions.
Maybe.
So from my personal life, but a lot of things that I write it are translations or even AI generated articles, and I don't think of me of a very great art leader, think of me most of a very a good leader of with oral tradition on the stuff. Yeah.
But you're a good speaker. You know, I can imagine how well you can flow information in Spanish, because I can see how you structure your thoughts, and I think it's very clear. It's very cool. Can you tell me that article that you posted in English on DIDs, was it created by AI?
Yeah, that's a generated article by AI, but I was curated that information. I did some fixes to it.
Good. That's cool. I'm laughing because when I was reading, I was wondering. I didn't think of it like maybe it was an AI, but it's so generic. It's so like basic. It didn't have this soul that you are having right now that I'm talking to you. You know. And I believe that the future of great leaders, it will be storytelling. It will be a voice and life, and maybe video streaming, and of course, live events and physical. I think that would be the way to share information. I think a lot of people wouldn't have the attention span in the future to be able to read long articles, and they will ask AI to process data in long, like books or big articles that we see on like Mirror, or Medium, and they will be wanting to have like just takeaways. But I believe that only through voice and only through connection like we share right now, live, interactive connection, people will be able to keep their attention going for more than like 5 minutes, or 15 minutes. Yeah. So it's not going to go anywhere. And I believe the leaders of tomorrow are going to be the speakers and the storytellers.
Yeah, that can be true.
We'll see.
It can.
Okay, let's have a last bit of I guess like a question that I ask you. What do you think is the future of love and relationships?
Wow. The presence of love, that what what I can talk about. Um, um, how to give cariño, how
Cute.
to give,
Cariño is cute.
yeah,
How to give care, maybe? No?
caring, yeah, cariño is like caring to,
Got it. Yeah.
how to give care, how to give health, give stability to another person.
Beautiful.
Self love, because I think I'm struggling with self love because I give a lot to others, but I think of myself like very tiny, and that's is an issue. I had a lot of love of my partners. I'm very a lot of fights, but that keeps me stronger. That the truth that keeps me stronger than ever, because love what I can't talk about. Love is what I really must accomplish in my life. Um, um, and it's a very nice invented word for positive stuff. And even love has their side. You know, um, when you really love someone, you even make very insane stuff.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, it's true.
So love for me is what the other person thinks too, because I can't say love is this stuff, but the other person doesn't say the same, because love is peer-to-peer emotion too. It's for another person that thinks in that same way. Yes, this is love. Yeah, so love is a consensus.
Wow. Love is a consensus. It's huge.
Yeah, Nat.
Cool. Thank you so much. What a joy to speak with you and to listen to you. I feel better than when we started our call. I was crying. And now I'm smiling. Thank you.
Very was roller coaster to conversations about what is love for you? What is love for you? What is the future for love? Of love?
For now, love for me is addiction, and I'm trying to release that addiction. It's pain. Love is pain for me. And I want to reverse that. I want love to be joy. I want love to be healthy. I want love to be expressed in touch and not in digital communications only. Yeah, I just want to know what love can be, because so far love has been very hurtful for me. Yeah, so much. I just need to discover another side of love, you know? That it doesn't need to hurt.
Yeah, it's very hard to hurt you from this side. But if I am near from you, maybe I can hurt you some maybe with my behavior, I'm very tough. I'm very like vicious. So I have a lot of errors. Uh, even my ex was saying that I had a TDAH, but I'm not really este, how do you say that? I'm not really status with that. I don't have that status because my attention is different, just different. You know, it's not deficit of attention. It's diversified attention.
Yeah.
I had a lot. You um, because I decided very heavily, very hard in to do other stuff and to make some abstract like to love and that kind of stuff is very abstract when you have to when you need to have these conditions to love. There are always conditions, and I don't know why you feel that love is pain right now for you, because it's not your present, because nobody's doing you damage right now. I'm talking with you, I'm feeling you, I appreciate you so much that I even think of you like my soulmate. I think of you like like a person I want to go outside on the streets and like talk a lot of shit and make fun of it and to discover and to explore together. I really want to do that, and I can't promise anything because I have my conditions and my other agenda. Right now, I have my own agenda.
Yeah.
I really want that you get that pleasure because
Thank you.
you are very, you earn it.
Thank you.
You really have to get that.
Thank you
It's
so
gonna
much.
be soon. It's gonna be soon.
Yeah, I hope. I'm tired of like just like almost like overworking, overdoing, over communicating, over being just too much all the time without being still like I don't know, seen and appreciated for the work that I do and not being able to communicate in a clear way, I guess, for
Tell
more
me
people to understand.
about you. Don't make this. Don't, sorry, but don't make this unstable, unequal relationship. That I share a lot of information for me, and you give me later. Just tell me. Are you working right now in these days? You were working on some stuff. What are you working right?
Okay,